welcome to the Debrief 3. So, new year.
New me?
Yes.
We're back!
Woohoo! I made the date today. It looked like 2015 because the 2 was wrong looking, and they all commented on it today. It's gone now. I changed the 2. Sorry, fun fact. Anyway, let's start. Not 2015. No. What is a New Year's resolution that you've managed to keep?
I made a resolution last year to not make any resolutions.
Oh.
I didn't make any because I never stick to them.
So you kept that.
Yeah.
Good job.
That's fine.
This year, and I've kept it so far, I've given up fizzy drink.
Oh, yes.
Good.
So I would have definitely had a Coke a day or definitely one a day, maybe 2 a day. So I've given it up. So I haven't had any since December.
Wow,
So
good job.
10 days in, and I'm...
Well, actually, that follows from mine. So last year I said no Coke.
Yes.
And managed to keep it.
Yeah, you did really well.
Well done, Sarah.
It's when you look at it and you think you're evil, then it helps. You know, you're like, no, I can't
I always
take
think
that.
it's a wild, funny colour, and I'm actually drinking it.
But then people clean with it, and they're like, when they use it to whiten stuff, and I'm like, I'm not doing that to my insides, probably. So.
It's cleaning your insides. That's a good thing, huh?
Yeah, maybe it is.
Maybe that's good for you, actually.
No. Be good.
A resolution this year, I actually started running.
Wait, so you've broken the previous resolution then?
No, well, that was 2024. It's like 2025, isn't it? Okay. So I started to run.
New Year, Sarah.
Started to run.
Good.
Done 2, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, my sister really inspired me.
How far?
2 kilometers. But that's good.
Very good. That's very good. I remember I tried a 5 one.
I know. I haven't run properly since high school, so yeah, it's nearly killed me now. Help to have a heart murmur.
Hi.
Yeah.
So you'll stress Sarah out. She always gets so stressed when you do anything.
Moving on.
Yes. Oh yeah.
What is a teaching goal? Today's episode is on goals.
Whoa.
Me and you will be doing that. We hosted.
No.
We'd be like,
Oh, we need to make it gushy. Yeah. Emotional, all that.
Yeah, I don't want to cry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. No.
what's the question here?
Sorry. What is the teaching goal you have for this term? Term 2.
Be more patient.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But today I was probably not. I had a bit of an issue with my class today, and I was like, ah! But I was like, no, Hannah, stop. Like they are 10 years old. Why are you having beef with them? Because do you know when you come home at the end of the day and you're like, I've spent today arguing with a 10-year-old. So I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, no, I need to be more patient. So I'm like, listen, smile, and try not to be sarcastic.
Hard if you're British.
I know.
Mine is to be positive.
Yes.
So I'm trying not to make January depressing. Have a positive outlook on
To
it.
be thriving.
Oh, thriving, and surviving.
Thriving and surviving.
But you also shouldn't just not survive.
What?
I mean, you should.
Yeah, but if you were just surviving, you're just getting by. But Laura wants to be
thriving, not surviving.
Well, I want to survive.
Surviving is when you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna survive today. That's it.
So I'm having a positive outlook on life,
That's
and not be worried about silly little things.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should really follow that too, Hannah. What about you, Sarah?
That was so deep.
That's what this episode is for.
Yeah.
We're gonna go deep.
You love a deep episode, Sarah.
No, you are right. I do. I overthink absolutely everything.
But it's like
overthink it. Like not even overthink it.
You overthink.
I overthink the overthink.
See, I just don't do that. You see, I think I sometimes underthink. So
that means you just don't think.
Yeah. Like going on these runs, like
She's good at it. Yeah. No.
That's good. Oh, both are good.
Yeah.
In moderate amounts.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
Mine would be like make every lesson count. I really want to strive for that. Not just think, oh well, this is just another maths lesson. We'll just go through all the motions, try something new.
Yeah. No, I get it.
All that kind of thing. Figure out what the kids like. Found out that they're not so keen on Michelangelo because they were painting under their desks. be
Yes,
like
you were
kids.
telling me,
Some of them loved it, some
Yeah.
of them did not. So learning new things.
Well, can I say this? I came in yesterday to talk to Sarah, and the smell in her room was quite
Stench.
potent. Yes, it was quite underarm BOE. Yeah.
Oh, I can relate to that, Sarah.
I was also under the desk, so it was probably me too.
It was me, Sarah.
Well, they said to me, they were like, "Are you going to do it, Miss?" And I was like, "Now that they've asked me, I have to do it."
I hate it when they do that. Do you want to do it with us, Miss? And I'm like, sure.
But you know, then they do
But they
enjoy
do
it
it
a bit
more.
more.
My,
because it's
my
true.
best art lessons are the ones that I've either modelled with the visualizer or I sit and do it with them.
Yeah.
So Satu actually sat today. Shout out Satu. And
If
she
you're watching.
sat and did it with the kids, and they all copied her and like were invested in it. And I was like,
I really like things like that.
they just like you sitting with them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're a person.
But actually, you know,
I play football with them up right.
they love that. Kids in my class were very happy.
It
when
actually
we did
kills
that.
me though. 'Cause I'm exhausted.
I know, that is a lot.
I know.
in a school
Wait for
day.
sports day because we normally do like a little football match.
Oh, I'll be
And then
so
we play. Yeah,
competitive.
last year I ended up in goals. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was with grade 1 and 2, and they just kept hitting me in the head. I was like, oh.
No, grade 5 and 6 we didn't.
Yeah.
See, we
but you should join in.
Because we had an extra time because our races
Okay.
didn't take as long, you know.
Wow, I see. Well, what is a long-term teaching goal you want to accomplish? Like, where would you like to see yourself in the next 5, 10, 20 years?
Head teacher.
Whoa, straight to it.
No, absolutely not. I couldn't think of anything worse.
Genuinely, that I would have learned to say no and have
Yes.
priorities of boundaries. That's my long-term goal.
Yeah.
To be like, I can help you with this because I genuinely want to, not because I actually feel bad and I feel like I should.
Yeah.
But then also like, if I can help someone with something, but I'm overwhelmed with work and other things, to be like, right now, no, I can't, because I feel I've always been, no, I'll just help you anyway. Like,
That's a very good one.
it's true though. Yeah. I'll drop
You've
everything
gotten
else.
better at it though.
I think this year I've gotten much better.
I'm going to tell you off.
You've been excellent for me actually.
Oh,
I say no.
thank
And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like,
Oh.
no.
You need that reminder.
Yeah, like, you know that when you need someone's like, can someone do this? And I would be the first person to be like, yep, I'll do it.
See, I'd be the last person.
Taking a minute to just
Yeah.
be like,
Would they help
I
you
do
do
it,
Up, yes.
but right now I'm overwhelmed.
I sometimes think, sorry,
No, go ahead.
I sometimes think, would they help me if I was in that situation?
Another thing is,
I never think that.
Well, go, you better start thinking it well, because that's how I say no.
you know, shout out Shirley. Shirley told me this once. She said,
She is watching.
Yeah. She said, if you're saying no to something, you're saying yes to something else. So if you're saying no to, I can't do that, then you're filling your
Because
time
you're
with
doing-
something else that is important. So
Shirley.
as long as you're not just saying no because you're lazy, then it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, like
No,
I think,
that's
But none
the
of us
difference.
are.
No.
yeah, if it's
Don't
something,
have time to be like,
if it's something that I can maybe help very quickly with, I will
Okay.
be like, oh yeah, no problem. But if it's
Same.
something that will take up a lot of time, whereas I can do something more valuable with that time, I'd say no.
yeah.
See, I just be like, oh, I'll stop what I'm doing to go and help you.
Oh no.
You also have to think
I
of your
know.
kids. They needed whatever
Yeah.
you were going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right.
They're book smart.
Yes.
It's always
Well,
they're book smart.
When I first came here, I was like up in my room, and then I came down to you, and you weren't even in your room. You were helping other people.
It's lovely to help other people, Hannah, but in moderation.
Not to that extent.
But then I also think do people use me? See that I do. I am overthinking that this year.
Yeah, I
Are
don't think they
people
use you.
actually just genuinely like, I can't, I'll just do it anyway?
That's a very strong term to use, I think. I don't think they actually are using you.
Do they
Thank
actually
you.
care?
I think though, for me personally, sometimes I do use people and I don't realize I am.
Yeah.
You know, because I think,
yeah.
oh well, I'm going to ask them because I know that they
will be
will.
able to do it.
But then, you know, it's actually a good point.
Yeah.
Should I think, well,
I mean-
wait, hang on a second, maybe they need to do something else.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all
Give it a
talk, like, but
Yeah.
people walk over me sometimes, like, it just depends who it is.
I'd let you walk over me, can't you? I would. Like, just,
All right then.
I'd be like, yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Good to know.
Okay, I'm going to learn to say no.
Good.
Somebody else share theirs.
What was the question again?
I just waffled on with my
Long-term goal.
I actually have one in my head now, and I can't remember what it was because we invested in Hannah saying that.
I'm sorry, this turned into therapy.
I actually did have one. What was the question again? Long-term goal.
Thinking of your class, or staying in Cyprus for, and
You see, you said that too. Like
Say
where
10,
you-
20 years.
Yeah,
Is that what
she's
you
like,
just
where are
said?
you gonna be?
I don't think I'll be here 20 years.
oh, I didn't share mine, did I?
No.
Oh, no, sorry, but it might help you spur your
I was
memory.
too busy talking. All right.
No, don't
Right,
apologize.
Sarah shares.
This is another thing she needs to learn, not to do apologize. Okay.
Right. Start with someone else.
Right, Sarah, go.
I just want to teach every grade at some point. That's my long
Oh
term.
yes.
Like, to know every grade, even the ones that I think I won't like, because
You never know.
yeah, exactly. And then I want to find the grades that I think, yeah, I really want to stay longer in that grade.
Yeah.
So which grades have you not taught?
I have not taught. I've only taught grade 5 and 6. I haven't taught
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Really, Sarah?
I was
Can
a
I-
long time in grade 5. Yeah.
Can I include my time on placement then? Because I haven't really.
See.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Well.
No, because you're not teaching the whole year.
I know, but this is my first teaching job, so I kind of have to if I was to base it on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've taught grade 2 and 6 on placement, and then I've only taught grades 1, 3, and 4 in a job. So I haven't done 2, 5, or 6.
I actually never
Okay.
did grade 5.
You've done quite a few here.
I have, yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
I need to meet you.
Yes.
But also have a substantial amount of time in each grade, so I really get to know
Oh
it.
yes, not the 1 year switch. No.
No.
No. We're not
2,
about that life.
3.
No, I like
that kind
grade
of-
5.
I think 3 though. I think 3
Yeah.
is a good amount of time.
2, at least 3.
Yeah.
Maybe at least 2, if not 3.
But 2 is kind of hard because it's like, yeah, you remember what you did last
Mm.
year, but you're still changing things. 3, you're refining it, hopefully,
Mm.
and then you can move on. Did you remember
What?
your long-term goal?
Oh yeah. No. I don't really think that far ahead though.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
I would like to stay here longer, but not as
That's what I
not
was
like
gonna ask
20 years. I
Will you
can't.
be here next year?
Yes. What does Sarah want to stay
Have you
longer?
heard it? No.
Yes, she is staying. Woohoo!
Oh, so-
We're gonna get another
Yeah.
season
Go, Bonnie.
of the debrief.
Huh?
That as well is like a. Oh yeah, we can continue. Sarah, we are listening to you.
We are,
We
Sarah.
We are.
Sorry,
Um,
Sarah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I talked to them. Continue.
For us, I think it's like how long do you stay somewhere?
Mhm.
That's a big thing for teaching.
But then,
like,
See, when I went home, I love being home, but then I realised why I don't reside there. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm not her. But
no, but
she knows.
they get it too,
Aye.
though. Like
you need your own space and stuff.
when I was home in the summer, I'm pretty certain I annoyed my mum, and she probably was like, "When is this child leaving?" You know, like
My mum.
that annoys me too.
Sorry, Janet. Sorry.
Sorry, Jacqueline.
Why are
Jackline's
you
not
saying these
watching.
things on?
I'd say it
my
to your
mum-
face anyway.
My mum doesn't watch because she doesn't like it.
Oh.
No,
That's rude, actually.
no, Jacqueline.
Janet watches it.
Okay, this is getting very aggressive
I know.
and very disrespectful, so we're gonna move on.
Sorry.
No, but like I would like to stay here longer, but
Mm.
not like 20 years. I don't think I could stay
And you see, I said I was coming for a year,
Uh,
and this is my 6th year.
here.
I think it's
So,
best
I
though
don't
to
know.
think that, you know,
Yeah.
don't
No,
hold to things
no.
too.
Imagine how different it
never
would be,
know.
Hannah, though, if you never told me about this job.
I know.
We wouldn't be having this
We wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
or any of it.
But yeah, that's the goal then.
Yeah.
Stay here a bit longer. And
Take
then
a day as
go
it
home.
comes and see.
Yeah.
Oh, I take
Like
it.
there's days you're here, you're like, I really like living in Cyprus. I love this. I
Mm.
love the life. I love teaching here. I really do. And then there's other days where I'm like, oh, should I be at home? But then I'm comparing myself to everyone at home. You know, like it's like
See,
they're doing like more things.
but see,
And I'm like,
I used to be the wild for like comparing myself, but now I kind of stopped doing all that because I just don't see the point. Like
You can always do
it drives yourself mad.
Yeah.
It would drive
it's
yourself
true.
crazy.
I
Like
know.
doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And I do miss parts of home.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I miss my friends at home. I really do.
Well, actually,
yeah.
I discovered when I went home, I was like, I actually barely have any friends at home because they're all in England from uni and stuff because they're all English. So I have maybe like 3-4 friends at home, and then they all live far away. I'm like,
That's the thing when you live away as well.
Aye.
Like I have really close friends in Northern Ireland, I still do. So scared if they're watching. But here, I would say some of the people who know the most about my life right now, like you guys are here, and others, like you know. But it's where you live, you connect.
And also
with.
when people move away and go other places. And
Yeah, but you've seen that a lot here. People coming and
it's
going.
pretty
And,
helpful.
Cyprus is the bus stop of the world. It's nice to meet so many people, but then it's like,
Yeah. But me and Hannah weren't really that close so before I came out here.
No, I
Or-
think people think we were super
Oh,
close for
I-
years, but we
no.
weren't.
No, we
I
just
saw
met
her
each other once a year.
Once a year at camp, was
Oh,
when I would
yeah.
see her. Yeah, because
And I messaged her, Hannah, I need help for a lesson that I'm doing.
know.
And I'd message her and all.
And I was like, right, tell me what you're doing.
Find the maths question I couldn't figure out.
And I couldn't figure it out, and I tried to get Lauren. None of us could figure it
My
out.
mentor
What
didn't know
was
either.
this?
It was a white rose math problem. It was like
It
perimeter,
was year 4.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was year 4. I was teaching.
And then we eventually, Lauren, because she was teaching it, we were like, oh, we'll help. But we were like, honestly, it took us ages to work
I'll
it
show you
out.
the video later.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, I couldn't like.
Eventually, we worked out
Yeah.
you needed to assume what one part was to work out the half.
But then I
Like, it
showed-
was
I
kind
hate
of.
those ones.
I showed my
Yeah.
mentor, and she was like,
Yeah, no, I know.
She's like, if they put that, just mark it right. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
it's
true.
true. Yeah.
But she didn't know either. It was worded really weirdly.
It was.
And then I
Yeah.
asked Thomas and Nikki, and they hadn't a clue either.
So just like a last Hannah. I don't know.
Like, oh,
Qualified teacher.
she lives in Cyprus. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's my goal. To stay here longer.
Good.
Lovely.
Nice goal.
Yes.
What learning goal or target
These questions.
have you given a student that has wowed you by achieving it? So like you've been
So-
like, oh yeah, you met it, but also they've wowed you. Like you either didn't believe they would achieve it, or they just achieved it in such a great way.
Yes, go.
So, handwriting, right? So there's a child in my class, and his. I'll say his. Can I say his?
Yeah, little.
Yeah. So their handwriting was basically, it wasn't the best. It was very, you couldn't really read it like at all. And I remember showing like their parents and stuff, and I was like, we are going to work on this, like. And then, we came back this week, and we were writing something for English, and the writing was unbelievable. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's so good. And I sent it to Hannah.
Yeah. And I replied, this can't be this student. And she was like, no, it is. And I was like, because I taught them in grade 1. And I just was like, that can't be that child. Like, it can't be their work. And it was like, I was like, wow. Like,
I mean, we still need to work on the spelling, but the handwriting was
amazing.
starting somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bless them.
Well done, Miss
Yeah.
Laura.
Yeah, they got VIP this week as well.
Yeah.
Mhm. I loved their reaction. Did you see it?
Yes.
They're like, huh?
Who,
So
me?
funny.
You picked me.
That's so funny.
Mine is with reading. I always, like, because I've taught the lower grades, we see so much more, especially when you've done grade 1, even grade 3. Like, when a kid starts the year on a really low level, and they then surprise you that they actually do understand. You're like, oh, well, okay, get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love that. Or even in maths, when I've had kids where they didn't understand anything, numbers, but when it came to capacity and measure and shape, all the practical,
Yeah.
blew me away.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You always find
Wow.
that though.
Yes.
Yeah. You always find that. Because it's
Yeah.
physical stuff and they
Yeah.
can see it.
and I remember giving that child VIP because I felt bad that it was such a struggle for them. And I was like, oh, they're never going to get VIP for maths. I'm like, never. But then when we hit capacity, they were like,
Yeah.
they could measure it, they could like do it, they were so practical at everything. And I was like, wow. So those, I was like,
We're in
oh.
fractions now, which is
Yeah.
horrible.
Definitely.
But yeah, but
No,
like,
my sister loves fractions.
so I don't mind fractions actually.
Nope.
I quite enjoy them actually, but yeah, some of them find that easier because it's like quite visual.
Okay.
At the minute.
I like it when it gets to the part where you don't have to do the pictures anymore.
Yes.
You just simplify
And I
fractions
know,
and
yes.
everything, yeah.
You know. But we had to start from the basics because none of them actually one day. I was like, right, we're going to go back very start and we're just
I
going to
taught them in grade 1 and taught them fractions.
on capital letters and full stops.
Oh dear.
Studio.
No. Yeah. What about you, Sarah?
For me, it was English. So 2-3 years ago, I got serious about English, the writing and everything. I was like, right, I really need to break it down into like proper. Well, I was asking my mom. She's a literature teacher, and
Shout
she
out
was-
Jennifer. You'll be on it next.
She showed me how she graded her work in high school, and I was like, oh, I can adapt that and use that.
Yeah.
So every single writing piece, I give them success criteria, and I say I want these things in it, and they're worth 2 marks each, and everything. It's very detailed, and I find it really works. But it took a long period of time, and I think there was this one kid that they were like below, and their writing was so bad at being in term, and by term 3 last year, I was just like every term they improved so much, and they just really worked hard, and I was like, wow.
I love when their handwriting improves. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
And I get them. Do you ever get them to look at the very first page
I
in the
literally-
book
I
and
did.
then flip it?
Oh,
And then
no.
I
when
did
they
that,
get shocked, they're like,
Oh,
I
that.
sent
Oh,
I sent the handwriting to this kid's mum,
Yeah.
and she was like, she messaged me back, and she was like, "That's so good." Like, he was pure buzzing when he came home, and I was like, "Oh,
it'd be more buzzing today when you come home VIP.
Oh,
Woo.
mhm.
Yeah.
I can read your writing
So-
now. It's amazing." Bless him.
Mm.
But
I love seeing their reactions when they.
yeah,
I think I enjoy it more when they figured out they've done something really good.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
when
I
they've
love
like
it,
I don't
yeah.
know, they've moved up a level of reading. They get 100% in their test and they've never got it.
yeah.
And then you watch them get excited. That makes me excited.
There
too.
was a child in my class, and they kept getting like 70s in their tests and
Yeah.
stuff, and they got 80, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And like, she was so excited because she like went
Aw,
up.
yeah.
And
That's
it's just,
that's
yeah.
that's
what
what
I
you
love.
want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of this
No.
focus on you have to get 100%.
No.
No, she was so
Parents,
excited.
they don't.
No.
Sorry.
We just want improvement.
We do. Yes.
And that's like when I seen
Yeah.
like how she was jumping up and down like 'cause she got 80-something%. I was like, that
Yes.
is
When
That's
they've done their absolute best.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's
Yeah.
all I want.
Although on that
Yeah.
note, to go the opposite, one student recently, I taught this class 2 years in a row. I was marking their maths test, and I was like, "Wait, 100? What? They've never gotten 100 in a maths test before." And I actually had to look and be like, "Have I marked it right?" And they were so overjoyed, and they said to me, "This is my first 100 in maths," and I was like, "That is pretty good." And they
Yeah.
worked really hard at home as well.
Yes.
Sometimes hundreds are,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm not saying don't get a
but it was a
100, you know
jump.
what I mean?
It was
Yes.
an improvement,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. It's the pressure though of some kids.
Yeah.
They're like, my mum says I have to get 100% in everything, and I'm like, do you though? Because
I never really got
100
100 either.
I was a pretty average.
Tests freaked me out. I had such bad anxiety with tests. I hated them.
I preferred coursework.
Same.
Yes. At home, get it done. You could spend time on
Yeah.
it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a student in my earlier years teaching. They came up to me. They were really upset. They said, "I never get hundreds in tests," and they were one of the top in the class. They were, and I said, "It's just you feel the pressure when
Yeah.
you're sitting
It's true,
there."
yeah.
I do explain that to them as well. I'm like,
I know. The test pressure.
yeah. I don't remember doing many tests in primary school. I remember doing like
Weekly
arithmetic and stuff.
Weekly spelling and arithmetic.
Oh yeah,
we
I
did.
remember doing that.
Did you use the Schofields?
Yep.
Sims? Is that Sim? What's it called? You know what I mean?
Sims,
the white
yeah.
book. It's like a
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was an arithmetic test.
I used that, yeah. We did like arithmetic problems.
Yeah. Every Friday, spelling test and that.
Aye. See, I always did better in the times tables than I did in the spelling.
Oh, me spelling. Always. Time savers, not good.
See, I'm just the opposite.
Yeah,
I was average at both.
My spelling, no, like my spelling, like
it's balanced.
Balanced, yeah. Jack of all trades, master of none.
But you know words that you just wouldn't normally spell.
No.
Like sometimes I actually have to check when I'm writing it on a board. I'm like, right, I'm just gonna look in the dictionary here just to check.
I know the kids asked me the other day. We were doing, you know, the how to draw thing on YouTube, the art hub.
Yes. Art for Kids Hub. Shout
Yes,
out. You're the
love
best.
it.
Follow us.
Yes.
Sorry.
We were doing an axolotl video, and one of the girls was like, "Miss, how do you spell axolotl so I can write it beside it?" And I was like, "I'm just gonna look that up because
How do you spell, Sarah?
Axolotl.
Yes.
What's that?
the animal.
It's an animal.
Oh, the little cute, and it's got little fins coming out of its head.
Oh.
It's. I'll show you.
A
It looks
fish.
like seaweed. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
They live-
Insert it here.
Oh.
Yeah.
My reaction later.
But then I was like, oh, I don't know how to spell that.
AXELOTTO. Axolotl.
But I didn't.
No, that's not right. I just know it's not right. It doesn't sound
I
right.
don't think it was me. But I was like, oh, let's look it up together. Secretly, I don't know. But words I don't use.
I
all
would
the
type
time.
in fish with fins coming out of
Axolotl.
Thank you.
I was like, spell it phonetically. No, I want the proper way. I was like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Spelling wouldn't be my strong suit, but
I
give me a
struggle
times
with-
tables, I'll be
yeah.
doing them.
The double letters are hard sometimes, knowing what the double letters
But then
are.
Yeah.
English is a weird language because there's so many silent letters for no
I
reason.
know. Yeah.
Oh, have you seen that Michael McIntyre?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yes.
good. I've actually been meaning to show the kids.
Yeah. No, it is for you.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, like, why?
No
We
reason.
should have a silent letter day though. Do one.
Oh,
Like Nez Day,
yes.
where we just pronounce all the silent letters.
Oh,
Yes.
how would you say my second name then with a silent H?
Kotrane.
Cotrani.
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 That
Is it
sounds better
eh?
than my actual
But
name.
is it
Or
on the end?
Cochrane.
No, not rain.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not rain.
Rain.
Cochrane? I was like, how do you even say your that's what I'm like.
I hate when people say Cochrane. It drives me
Yeah.
crazy.
Laura.
But I get Booth
Okay.
and Booth. Like
My
people-
mum calls you on a
Kind of
woof.
Some people say Booth and some say Booth. Just
Mm.
depends on the.
My mum, I love when you meet my mum, get her to say Hannah's name.
She goes, Hannah.
It's so funny.
Well, that was a very interesting episode.
It was.
So, what are your goals this
Yes.
year? Do
Write
share.
them, yeah, write them below. Don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Write a whole paragraph.
McFly fan,
go
hello.
Yes.
McFly fan.
McFly fan, write them underneath.
Yeah, now like, you know
Not
who
like
you are.
top tier.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Bye.
Bye.
A happy new year,
Happy New Year.
to you all.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.